Hello, everybody. How are you guys? You've heard it over and over again. Squats are one of the best basic exercises of any of them. And I concur. If you only have a limited amount of time to get in some exercise during the day, hit your squats. Now, this video isn't going to talk about so much about technique as it is about why the squats are so beneficial and your mental approach to help you do them more effectively. Now, if you don't know, my name is Joe. I'm a fitness advisor here in Los Angeles. I've got an extensive roster of 2 or 3 people that I work with on a regular basis. One of them is my neighbor. The other of the 3 is my neighbor's dog. Now, you're saying, well, why are you training the neighbor's dog? Well, the thing is, if you've ever seen a lazy dog, you know that they don't have the muscle strength and ability that a normal dog has, and I've got him, the dog, doing the squats as well. So if a half Labrador, half Dachshund can do squats, I know that you can do them. Now, why? What's the benefit? As a human, forget about the dog you're saying. What about me as a human? Well, listen, have you been watching Netflix lately? Yeah, maybe you're on there watching the old Matrix or the Matrix Reloaded or maybe National Treasure, or perhaps you're picking up that vibe from people at the office to watch Snowpiercer or About Time. Maybe you're watching classics like The Graduate, but what happens? You sit down to watch Netflix, and the next thing you know, 5 hours go by, you've consumed 2 pepperoni pizzas, a calzone, and those donuts that were left over from your walk over to the donut shop on Memorial Day weekend, that Sunday morning yesterday. So now you can't get up from your chair. You're trying. But you can't get out of the chair. Maybe it's a deep plushy chair that you've sunk into that is now formed around your body. Maybe it's a lazy boy that doesn't have that special ejector option which pushes the seat of the chair up to help you accelerate your body forward to be able to stand up. Maybe it's a hard chair that you said, well, this will be better for my back. But what happened is halfway through your binge watching, you slid out of the chair onto the ground, and now you're on the ground and you can't get up. You're on the ground next to your dog who has now rested his head on your chest. You don't even want to move because you don't want to disturb the dog. Because what happens? What happens if the dog doesn't get enough sleep? What do? They wake up in the middle of the night and they wake you up. So this is going to eliminate a lot of those problems. That's why you want to do squats. All right, now what's the mental approach? What's the one thing to keep in mind when you're doing squats? And we're not going to get into technique. We're going to go right to the mind, right to the brain, right to your gluteus cranium, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. There's a hint right there. Squeeze the glutes. The secret of doing squats, folks, is squeeze the glutes. Nobody is doing this properly. Nobody's doing it effectively. They're not doing it. When you're doing your squats, you got to squeeze the glutes, okay? That is what is going to accelerate your development at an exponential level. After 1 week of doing squats where you squeeze the glutes, you're going to be in much better condition than you were if you're just doing the old lazy squats where you're not squeezing the glutes. So that is my tip, that's my technique, that's my mental approach that I'd like you to incorporate into your workout. When you're doing your squats, you got to remember this phrase, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the glutes. Now, don't just say it. You got to squeeze your glutes when you're doing it, folks. Otherwise, you might as well take those squats, crumple them into a ball, toss them over your shoulder right into the trash can. And then you're going to take this trash can out to the dumpster, and they're going to pick it up on Monday, and then it will go down the street. You'll never see them again. You're not going to get anything out of it. But if you squeeze the glutes, you're going to make it, and you're going to get those glutes that you want, and you're going to get the effectiveness and the power of the squats. One of the best exercises ever invented by Aristotle back in the day, handed down from generation after generation, thousands of years. But you're going to waste all of that development, all of that history of man will be gone unless you squeeze the glutes. Try it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. I believe in you.